What is up, people? What's up? How are you all doing? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, Sis. Let's Talk About It, Sis, where we talk everything the real, the raw, the queer, the ins, the outs, the politics, and everything in between. It's your boy, Trey Real.
And I'm Eli. What's up, everyone? How are you?
I'm good. I really can't complain. I mean, you know, I can, but I won't complain. How about that?
Okay.
That's better. How about yourself?
I also can't complain. I'm doing well, though. I'm
All right.
working, just ready to talk, honestly. It's been like a weird week, I feel like.
How is back to work?
It's weird because my office is really quiet and small. So I'm like right now, like the only person really in the office. And the office building itself, it seems like not that many people are back to work. So it's annoying, but it's fine. I don't mind it. It gives like an air of normalcy. The past couple months have been just so abnormal, so I just feel like it's giving me something that's keeping me regimented and keeping me on a routine.
Good.
How's
Well,
traveling been?
traveling has been good. Actually, I just came back from California. I was in California for the weekend, and then I worked remotely from California for a couple of days. I got back to Oklahoma yesterday evening, and I was back in the office today. Crazy fucking story. Crazy fucking story. Here's my fucking travel story. Are you fucking ready?
No, I feel like I'm not. The last one was bad.
So, um, I ran into a motherfucking Karen. A dead
Onboarding.
ass fucking Karen. Like, I don't understand why I keep running into these bitches.
They want you to make them famous. You need to record them.
Yo, it's crazy because, all right, so I was on my last leg of travel back here. So I was coming from Chicago to Oklahoma City. Man, it's the seat I'm in. It's a white girl right next to me. Directly in front of me, I have the window seat. Directly in front of me, there's an Asian guy. And right next to him, it's a white girl. Yo, she's lit. She's fucking lit. Like she's saying all types of shit. First thing first is I heard sorry, the lady across from her was like saying something about a daughter in her school or whatever. And the lady comments like she was like, yeah, because my daughter too, because Black Lives Matter. That was my first like
What's
side eye.
going on here?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, bitch. I know you drunk, but I want you to get a glimpse out your peripheral. Turn a little bit to the left and realize it's a full black motherfucker sitting right behind you. That's ready to pounce. That's ready to pounce, bitch. So I chill. She's like drunk. She's leaning all on the Asian guy. Oh, you're my new Asian boyfriend. Da, 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 da. So I take out my phone and exactly. I take out my phone and I put the bitch on my Insta story. Like, okay, you're
That's
a
who that was.
That's her.
Okay.
Yes, her. So I put her on my Insta story. So the plane is boarded. She get off. The seat directly behind me, the aisle behind me, completely empty. So in my mind, I'm thinking that the girl that's next to me, you're gonna get your ass up and go back there. So we're not sitting in the same aisle. We can do practice some social distancing. She didn't. The girl got up and went back there because it was two other people that she was fucked up with, like right across from that aisle. It was like, oh, you can come back here with us. So they all got back there. Next thing you know, I take out my phone. She's back here carrying on. I take out my phone. She's behind me now. And so I'm like, get the camera face and I got her in the camera. And she's like, are you recording me? I was like, yeah. So she takes her mask down and she's like, I'm doing all of this in the camera. You seen it. So before I posted it, she see me typing something on it. And all I typed on it was, she's fucking lit. That's it. And she was like, you're gonna write that about me? Like, do you know what this means? It means that you're toasted. That's what it means.
You're gone.
Yeah. She's like, you're a fucking piece of shit. you're really a piece of fucking shit. You know, you're disgraceful. Why would you write that?
I love when white women try to insult people because they just don't know what to say.
Yeah, and so at this point, she's like, you're a fucking piece of shit. And when I travel for work, I'm very conscious of my actions because of my job. And I make sure that I always wear something that's branded because it keeps me grounded and it keeps me biting my fucking tongue. He's like, I wouldn't turn around and cuss her the fuck out. If I didn't have my work shit on, I would have laid this bitch out. So I'm like, she said, you're a fucking piece of shit. She kept saying you're a piece of shit. And I turned around and I said, so the fuck are you? Just like that. She's like, oh, really nice. Real nice. And she said, I'm going to fuck with you the entire flight. I said, okay. And then she took her hand and she started smacking the back of my fucking chair. Like smacking my chair. This bitch was grown.
That is not okay.
Yes.
That is just not okay.
Smacking my fucking chair. Smack. And so I'm like, listen, lady, you need to stop. Like, you need to get yourself together, get yourself under control, or things are really not going to turn out nice for you. She said, what are you going to do, you piece of shit? You fucking piece of shit. Then I just started laughing. And I looked at her friends that she with, and I said, listen, y'all better get your friend.
Before I do.
Yeah, y'all better get your friend. You know, the dialect changed and everything. Then, bitch, I done got hood now. Y'all better get your friend. Get your friend. I'm telling you.
One word.
Get your friend. So she's like, da-da-da-da-da. She said, I turned around, minding my business, and then the bitch hits me with it. The bitch says, with your fucking receding hairline.
Oh shit, she really came for you?
I said, bitch, you're out of here. You're fucking out of here, bitch. You could have called me a motherfucking faggot, sissy, anything, bitch. But you gonna talk about my little thinning corners that I'm sensitive about? They thinning out, bitch. I'm sensitive about my shit. And this bitch gonna fucking say, with your fucking receding hairline, bitch, you're out of here, bitch. That was it.
How about that? You're getting off this plane.
You're getting off this plane, bitch. I went into white woman distressed mode, bitch.
That distressed white woman.
Distressed white woman, bitch. Period. That fucking what do you call them, child? The waitress in the sky, the flight attendant. Yeah, the flight attendant. The fucking flight attendant was coming, bitch. I said, excuse me,
Miss Ma'am, Miss Mama.
Excuse me, ma'am. No, I can say Miss Mama, bitch, because you know I'm distressed white woman now, bitch. I said, excuse me, ma'am. She has been completely, totally belligerent. She's obviously drunk. She's had too many. She's banging on my chair. She's calling me all type of obscenities. She's telling me that she's going to continue to harass me during the entire flight. I refuse to deal with this. She has to go.
Has to go.
She has to go.
Did she actually leave?
Wait, no, she didn't leave. She says, he fucking recorded me. He recorded me. Some white man that was sitting across from her, older white man, he was like, when she got out the movie, he was like, oh, your boobs are big. This is not fucked up. She's like, oh, you like her? You like her?
What is going on?
So now he wants to chime in and says, well, you know, he recorded her, so you know he can. I said, before you decide to want to jump in something, go to law school. It's not illegal to record, okay? Then he turned around. He said, well, you should record her. I said, you should mind your business.
How about that?
Then the girlfriend, the people that were sitting across from her, she was talking about something. Well, you shouldn't return it. I said, girl, just like the white lady sitting behind you, pull her phone out and she recording everything right now, say something to her.
Keep the same energy.
Say something to her. You're not turning around saying nothing to her about recording, so don't say nothing to me about recording.
Jeez. I feel like every time you get on a plane to go somewhere, it's something.
It's really. So then the flight attendant comes back. She says, can I see your boarding pass, please? She said to the white lady. She says, sure, here. She gave it to her. She said, and your Tamara, or whatever her name was. She said, So she walks back to the front, and I'm sitting there, and she still calling me pieces of shit and everything. And I'm like, okay, bitch. You got one time to drop that motherfucking N-bomb, bitch. Okay. And I'm gonna light this motherfucking plane the fuck up on the motherfucking tarmac, bitch. So she's like, I see the flight attendant coming back, and she said, I look at her, she made eye contact. She said, there's a gate agent coming. And when she said that there was a gate agent coming, I said to myself, oh, this bitch is getting off this plane. They don't call the gate agents unless they finna deboard a bitch. So the guy come on, he said, he didn't say, how you doing? You the one or nothing. He just says, man, do you have any luggage in the overhead?
What you need, baby?
Do you have any luggage in the overhead? She's like, she says, no. Is there a problem? Bitch mode changed completely.
The victim came out.
Yes, victim. Is there a problem? So he's like, yes, we did get a complaint. What happened? What was the complaint? He said, let's talk about it off here. Could you just please come and go with me?
Now let's talk about it off the plane.
Are you kicking me off? Am I getting off the plane? He said, ma'am, you do have to leave the plane. Yeah. But why? He's the asshole. He's recording me. Why? What did I do? My children are in Oklahoma. I have to get them with my children. I don't know what's going on. Then he turns to the white people who was like all juiced up with her. Mm-hmm. This is perfect to what we're gonna talk about tonight, right? Friends or foes. So she turned to the white people that was all gung ho for her, was just acting a fool and shit, right? Now that the gate agent is there to remove her from the plane, and he turns to them and asks them something, they said, oh, we don't have nothing to do with this. We don't have nothing to do with her.
That was your good girlfriend a minute ago.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with her. We have nothing to do with her. Yes.
Crazy.
Nothing. And the drunk girl says, really? And they feel like, really? And they just
said my tits were nice.
They went straight. I was like, yo, that's the crazy thing about that was like a cultural difference is blacks and white people. Because blacks, we stick together when it comes out of dumb shit like that. Yo, white people would leave your ass out to drive. So she got off the plane. When she got off the plane, the lady who was recording, said the white lady was recording, she came over to me and she was like, I just want to say you handled that extremely well. I have recorded everything. I recorded it for you. That way, if something was said, that you were not going to be the one. A dumbass should have said, bitch, send me that video. Send me that.
Airdrop that to me.
Yeah, send me that. But I was like, no, bitch, no, never mind. I'm thinking like, bitch, my job. I was on official business traveling. No, bitch, nope. So she got off the plane. Then the guy who's trying to stick up for the older white guy, he turns around and says, oh man, that was like they're trying to talk to me. I said, shut the fuck up. Just like that. Put my hand, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me now. Flight. He turned around and didn't say nothing. We get to the destination. You stand on the breezeway to get our bags. Mm-hmm. The bitch who was with the girl gonna say to me, oh, when it was deboarding, I heard her say, oh, I like your bag, bitch. I ignored her. So now she's standing right next to me to get our bags, waiting for them to bring our bags. The breezeway. She says, I like your bag. I said, oh, thank you.
I heard her.
Yeah, then she says, oh, and I like your shoes too. Now, bitch, you're really reaching. You're reaching at this point. At this point, bitch, you're reaching. Going about your business. You showed the true color. So I go to the restroom on the way out. I'm leaving out the restroom. Guess who's coming the fuck in? The white man, the older white man. He says, that was really crazy. That was really. And I look at him like he's stupid again. I said, please stop. You showed me who you are already. Stop it.
We don't need to do this.
Yeah. Like, why do you feel the need that you wanted me to be the one that was act ignorant and act all crazy and be the one kicked off the plane? But no, honey, it was the white woman. Okay, and I flipped the script and went into white distressed woman mode. And she got her ass put off the plane. And now you want to side with the black person.
I would feel like there's a thing with white people now where they feel like they have to like overcompensate and be like so like actively that good white person in the situation so that they don't get looked at as if they're racist or something. It's like the accusation of being a racist is worse than like actually doing racist things to them.
It's crazy. I will say I was really glad that the flight attendant was a black girl.
I figured. I didn't even question it.
She didn't ask me no questions. She didn't say nothing. Sir, I believe you. I believe you. You ain't got to prove yourself. I believe this bitch is getting off of here today. Today.
I saw her already trip when she was walking down the aisle.
Yes. So that was my introduction story. That was what happened interesting in my life. Anything happened interesting in your world?
Oh my God, at work today. This isn't actually that interesting, but they were doing high school graduations at the baseball field next to my office. So I was just like, it didn't like register to me that these kids hadn't had a high school graduation. So there were like several high schools coming through. So I think like probably 4 by the end of like my work day already like had walked and graduated, different robes and stuff. So I was just like, oh, good for them and getting that moment and like definitively ending that part of their childhood, like getting the opportunity to actually walk across the stage. It was very random, but I just forgot and make like amongst everything else that was happening during quarantine, like these big milestones aren't happening for certain kids, not certain kids, all kids of a generation. And I don't know, it was good to see that they were actually like doing something normal.
Good. That's good. They deserve it, man. After fucking 13 years of bullshit in these damn schools, deserve it.
Okay, and 4 of Trump. I said and 4 of Trump because I'm pretty sure they were freshmen probably when he was elected.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are dying to get to the polls. Period.
Okay.
So what are we talking about this evening? We're talking about friends or foes. What does that mean to you?
I think people need to know the difference between a lowercase f friend and an uppercase f friend. And when I say lowercase f, I mean people who are just like tertiary, that you just like hire by, you like their pictures on Instagram type shit. But like your capital F are like your family. Those are the people who actually have your back. Those are the ones who you can look to and like go to for advice. They come to you, you respect them, you respect their opinion. And just making sure like when we're talking about friends, knowing who those people are in your corner so that you don't get caught up in mess. And your foe is just your foe. That person that you know does not fuck with you. And you need to be able to discern that person in your life so that you don't get caught up in foolishness.
So do you think that most of us really know who our lowercase and uppercase friends are and who our foes are, but we just choose to turn a blind eye to it?
Do I think most people know?
Yes. Do you think most of us know?
I feel like some people are oblivious.
Really?
You know, like when you get around people and there's certain like for example, when you are with a friend group and there's like one person missing and then they're just talking about that person, like just dogging them out. And you know, like that 3-person, like you thought they were like tight, but they're actually not that tight. Like I feel like those kinds of situations you need to know when you're in that, where the other people actually don't like you and you're just there. And as soon as you're gone, like they are itching to talk about you or like
just digging your back out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is the worst. That is the worst type of person to have in your life. In my opinion, it's just like I always tell people, I like to know that my racists are racist. Yeah.
No, my homophobes. Don't switch up on me. Let me know.
Yeah, so I like to know if you're not my friend, you're not my friend, and that's okay. Everybody does not deserve my friendship. Everybody does not deserve to be in my life. So it's okay if that's the case. Um, so I know we have Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. So let's dissect their situation and let's talk about them and talk about where are her friends.
Okay, like she said that her friend Kelsey was with her when it. Well, do we need to explain the story?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give a quick backdrop.
Okay, so Cliff Notes version of this, I guess, is that Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion were at Kylie Jenner's house for whatever reason.
Weird.
Weird. Putting a pin in that. And throughout the course of the night, like some things were said, somehow tensions got to the point where they were in the car together and he shot her in both of her feet.
So is it? Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, thank goodness she is safe. Nothing like major happened. They've been removed. Like they didn't hit bone or muscle tendon or whatever she said. So I'm happy that she is okay. And she also like made the comment on her Instagram live where she was like, I'm happy I know who's like my friend, who my friends are, who's in my corner, who's not using me for money or clout or whatever, who actually have my best interest at heart. I don't know. I hope this is definitely a wake-up call for her. I don't hope anything. I hope she's okay. I just know that moving forward, we're not going to get the same girl, and that kind of sucks. Like those hottie parties or whatever, that's done. Yeah. Like there's going to be like, she is going to enter a new phase of her like being aware that she's famous, and I hope that it works for her and her safety.
You think so?
I hope so.
So I guess I want to go a little deeper and say what was the relationship between her and Tory Lanez? Because I hear some people say that they had an actual relationship. Like she was dating him, and I showed like seeing where some clips came up where she was supposedly saying in the live, like I was gonna beat this nigga ass, I was gonna hit him, but then the cops rolled up as soon as I was gonna drag that nigga. And they say she was referencing Tory Lanez. So people were saying like she was physically abusive to him prior to the situation. Did you hear anything about that?
I haven't heard anything about that, but I don't condone domestic violence at all. So I just, if that is the case, then it's like sad that happened. But I do think like he was very purposeful. If he was the one who did this, like allegedly it was him. He did that on purpose, and it was very deliberate, shooting both of her feet as a performer and someone who is known for doing like so much, just
dropping off
and being confident, and dropping it low and twerking and her knees. Like I just feel like that was very
intentional.
Exactly. Like he definitely wanted to cause damage. It wasn't something that was supposed to be like superficial.
I keep trying to tell people these frauding ass Canada black people is not like real us. Like these niggas is soft. These niggas is pussy. You out here shooting bitches in the feet.
That's
because you in your bag. You in your bag, so you gonna shoot this bitch in her feet. And you's a whole man.
And you're upset for what?
Yeah, regardless if you only 2 feet tall. What you doing with her anyway?
His head makes him 5'3". His head makes him 5'3". Give him some credit.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is crazy to me. Like that is, I could never bring myself to even like slap a woman.
What do you think about like the hip hop community's response to it? Because I haven't seen a lot of men really say much, and we're in this thing right in this culture right now where it's like Russell Simmons exists, and we know like the allegations that are against him. We know that R. Kelly exists and the allegations that against him and how much they were protected in the hip hop community and like in the Black community. So how do we reconcile that with this new case where it's like this clearly happened, but there's no one really making a statement that's like unabashedly like behind Meg Thee Stallion except women, or it's like men apologizing for making a terrible joke at her expense,
like 50 Cent.
Exactly. 50 Cent.
I just it goes down to something that if you notice, it always seems to come up in like every show that we do. It's still an underlying problem in the Black community, and it's toxic masculinity. It's always that same thing. It's that same thing. We raise, like, I'm paraphrasing this, but like Beyonce couldn't have said it any better when she did the Vogue interview, and she said, as women, they want to have a man that is loving, empathetic, really caring, compassionate, vulnerable, and all these different emotions that she described. And then she said, but we fail to raise our sons to be that.
Yep.
So to me, that's the root of the problem. That is the root of the problem. When we raise Black and brown boys to be emotionless, this is the result that we get. Like, there's a certain generation where a man would not have even given second thought to slapping a woman. And now we got this generation out here that's not giving second thought to shooting women.
Shooting women in the feet.
Shoot them in the feet when the feet is what get that sense of coin. That's a coin. Yes. That's a coin. And so to me, we got to do better as a full culture, as a full group of people collectively. R. Kelly, the whole R. Kelly situation, the Russell Simmons situation, the Bill Cosby situation, that's ridiculous. How Black people still want to say Bill Cosby shouldn't be in jail. Free R. Kelly. You want to step to the name of love at your wedding to R. Kelly.
I hate me a free R. Kelly ass nigga in 2020. It's just like, get with the program. Like, I don't know what else to say. Just get with the program.
Period. Like, what world of craziness and delusion do you reside in?
Like, what more do you need there to be? Like, what else? What do you feel is missing from the narrative?
Yeah, and then even to compare, let's say, a Bill Cosby to Harvey Weinstein, and people say, "Oh, well, look at all the things that Harvey Weinstein did." Yes, neither one of them is better than the other. But if it was me, and I had to pick which one I thought was more disgusting, it would be Bill Cosby, because Harvey Weinstein, he used his power and his position to get what he wanted. Bill Cosby, you was giving bitches pills, knocking them out, taking their puss.
Okay.
And these girls waking up with wet cooch in a slippery booty hole. You wrong, Bill. And Black people want to defend him and say, get him out of jail. He need to be out of jail. He need to be under the motherfucking jail.
He's there for the rest of whatever he's here for, like
of his natural life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
Just. So I think that Black people need to stop blaming the victims. Like, yes, R. Kelly, they keep saying about R. Kelly and his victims were old enough to make a choice and this and the third. People, stop with the bullshit. Like, come on. There's a reason teachers aren't allowed to fuck their students. There's a reason that correctional officers aren't allowed to fuck inmates. There's a reason that doctors aren't allowed to fuck their patients.
The imbalance of power.
Yes. It's just not ethical and it's not morally correct. So what the fuck is wrong with the Black community, bitch? And y'all all grew up in church. You makes me question your ethic and your moral compass.
Well, I mean, some people just go to church just to do something on Sunday, so I don't expect too much. But also just going back to Meg Thee Stallion, people that are on her side. I thought it was pretty interesting when I saw reports like of Drea saying something about like making comments that were negative about it, about her getting shot in the foot, saying like she would want that kind of attention from a guy, or
She
making
want that kind of love.
yeah, like making
I
very
love.
weird light of the situation, and then she got dropped by Savage Fenty because Rihanna is obviously a survivor of domestic violence. So it's like there are
Good for you, Riri.
yeah, like there's like a real life, like you have someone in your corner and you can say that you know that Rihanna's in your corner because she literally dropped someone who was easy publicity. The girl is just a nice looking buddy. Like, I mean, but she said something so dumb and like she's being held accountable. And I think like that goes back to just it's not even cancel culture, it's literally like people need to be held accountable for the things that they say. You know who you're talking to, Andrea. Like that was stupid. Like you just lost a check for what? Because you said that you wanted a 19-year-old boy to hit you.
Stupid, and that's why she ain't got her baby daddy. That's why her baby daddy don't want her. That's why her baby daddy, and now that makes sense why Rihanna sent Meg the little gift thing with the little Savage Fenty stuff. Yep. The card saying that we support you and so on and so forth. Oh, that's really, really nice, Rihanna. And I remember I was going to comment under the post that Meg post, and I did comment. I said, I said Queen supporting Queens, uplifting Queens. Amen. We love to see it. And then the rest of the comment I erased. I erased this part. I said, even if this was sent by the Queen, that's the administrative assistant in the office, it is still Queen's.
Still Queen things.
But I took that part off because I ain't feel like my mentions being blown the fuck up, and I feel like you're fucking trying to drag me.
You know, there have been someone from the Navy like, no, that's her handwriting. Da 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 da. She wrote me. Yeah.
So I just want to know why is so back to the friends and foes thing. Why the fuck is Meg hanging out with Kylie? And isn't Meg friends with Jordan?
Questions that need answers. Like the fact that this happened at Kylie Jenner's house is mad sketchy to me.
I didn't know niggas fuck with Kylie like that.
Me neither. I was like, y'all brought guns to Kylie's house? Is it like that? Is it like that? Stormy got y'all with the Glocks up there? Like, it's like that? So I was confused about like the whole story doesn't really make sense to me still, because it's like the big questions of why, who, what, where, and why and how are just so crazy. It sounds like someone wrote this on like Reddit.
And Meg just really is not telling us nothing.
And I don't think she really she doesn't need to. I wouldn't want, like, if she was some random girl, I wouldn't expect her to be telling me all about her trauma, how she got shot twice in the foot by some, like, I wouldn't expect that of her.
But she was some random girl.
Yeah, but I do feel like she's waiting until the LA County Sheriff's Department comes out with the charges. Okay. I do feel like she's gonna have a nice little sit down with someone on someone's daytime talk show.
As she should.
You know, Oprah's coming back on Friday.
Oh my God! Don't start. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Happen.
Don't do that. You know, Oprah is my everything. Oprah raised me. I'm telling you, bro. When I was in Iraq, I watched Oprah 25th anniversary DVD every day. I would just watch it over and over. I live by Oprah. Okay, we're not gonna say Oprah's a whole nother show. But I just don't get why still Megan is hanging at Kylie's house. I did not know Kylie was down with the black people like that. I don't need Megan to be befriending
I'm good. I don't need a rap.
It ain't worth it.
That. like another rapper to be caught in the Jenner Kardashian. No.
And see, what Meg need to understand, she needs to take that, bitch, you got shot in those foots. You got shot in those foots, them big ass size 12s.
Leave her.
And that was a warning. That was a warning that, bitch, there is a fucking Kardashian Jenner curse. Stay the fuck away. Stay away from them hoes.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I think
It's
she's
just not.
I think she's definitely gonna be more aware. It's gonna be terrible though. Like her whole persona was being like like one of the girls, like one of the people kind of things, and now it's just like she's really gonna Beyonce, y'all. Like, do not touch or talk to me. $500.
You think Meg is gonna do that?
Absolutely. Do you remember? Like, you might not remember this because, like, Kehlani, when her and Kyrie Irving's whole thing happened.
No.
Okay, so like they were dating, they broke up, and then like mad people were just mad at Kehlani for whatever reason. And she performed at one of my friends' colleges actually, and it was there. They were like throwing stuff at her. They were just like chirping her, just being like, I think some people wore his jersey to the concert. It was just like the way people, like, yeah, exactly. We don't think like this, but there are people out there who are gonna like heckle her for the next year when she actually goes out on concert. It's gonna be like Tory Lanez merch, Tory Lanez like chants. Like, these things are going to happen.
Who really gets into that type of nonsense?
People get into it. It's like, not to be like that, but straight guys, like, that's exactly who it's going to be. People who subscribe to toxic masculinity. They think it's funny.
That is, oh my god, that is disgusting.
But that's so disgusting. A very real thing.
But so the only thing I want to say to this, Meg, if you ever scroll across this, because I know every bitch in the world watches YouTube. If you ever scroll across this video, girl, listen to me and listen to me now. Bitch, hang with the hoes that's down from Houston. Go back to ripping and running with Lizzo. And now it also makes me wonder, like, is that the reason? Now I'm starting to believe the reason why Beyonce didn't post shit about the Savage remix and do anything with it is because of the relationship. Meg, hey, Beyonce be knowing this shit. The relationship, she's like, oh, you fuck with Kylie? You know we don't do that.
We don't do that. We don't do that here.
We do non-chopper incense. Bitch, we do crystals and shit. We don't do lip fillers and injections. So I wonder now, is there some truth to the thing about Beyonce really not promoting that thing? Beyonce dropped it and never ever mentioned it. Never mentioned it.
I think Beyonce's whole thing with it was just like, this is supporting my organization, like the donations to the organizations and helping with the food banks and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think she felt responsible either, because it like wasn't making any money off of it. She was literally like, that's a song for charity.
Well, I done seen the bitch do some charity work too and still promote it.
Okay, I'm not denying it, but I mean,
Chloe and
Halle was on the rollout. She had Black is King to worry about, finishing editing.
I'm sorry. It tell me is this not like a red flag? Ticker, 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 ticker. It's not something that just like, it's something to make you say,
Oh yeah, definitely give me pause. I can give you that.
Okay. I just want to say, let's be clear about that.
Well, while we're the Kylie Jenner, I was gonna keep going. Do you want to still talk about it?
No, bro.
Okay. The whole curse or whatever that comes with the Kardashian Jenner West ABCDFG clan. Kanye recently with his very public meltdowns, and I don't know. I just think it's very scary for the public, because it's just like, this man is running for president. Like, there are very real things in place for him to be the leader of the free world. Like, we know it's not going to happen, but that is actively what he is promoting, and he also has an album I think that's coming out this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So I feel like first part I want to talk about just how on Twitter he's just been having his manic episode for everyone to see, because I remember I think it was like a couple months ago I was watching this video about how she was describing how she saw him using Twitter as like a tool to just get it out of his system, and then he can just put his phone down and he can just go about his day.
Who are you talking about? Are you referring to Kim?
I'm referring to Kanye in this scenario, but like Kim is the one who, this is how Kim rationalizes it.
Okay.
She's just like, okay, he can just like type all of his things, get it out of his system. He put his phone down, then he'll go and do something else. And like, I don't know if that was the best case and like best way to handle what is happening right now. I just don't think it's none of our business. And I just wish there were other avenues he could take rather than watching him in real time go through so much.
So this is, I said, you said that twice tonight. Like, it's these celebrities, their stuff that they're going through is like none of our business. In the perfect world, yeah, but I would have to totally disagree with you on that, because when you sign up and you make the choice to become a celebrity and become famous, you know what comes along with that territory. It is like the moment that you sign on that dotted line, you always underneath your name, there should be a disclaimer. It should say asterisk for entertainment purposes only, asterisk. That is what all celebrity lives are. Once you sign up and become famous and become a celebrity, your life is for entertainment purposes only. For you, it's real life. But for the world, it's entertainment. You are entertainment now. Just like people made jokes out of the situation with Megan. Is it right? No. People are making jokes out of the situation with Kanye meltdown. Is it right? No. But is it American culture and entertainment? Yes. So they knew what they were signing up to. They knew what they were transcribed to. Kanye, friends or foes? What are the Kardashians to him?
Unclear, because it's like you're calling your mother-in-law the dictator of North Korea. Like you're like what was it, Kim Jong Un or whatever?
Doing some shit, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Jong Un. That's what he was calling her. So it's like, I don't know.
I believe that they're foes. I believe that the Kardashians to him are foes. I think Chris saw more of what he would be for the brand, for business. Kanye is a self-made millionaire. Self-made. Yes, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. Billionaire. Self-made. He ain't got no fake ass stats running to the Forbes list like Kylie. Like, that's real shit.
Yeah.
So they knew what they were doing. Just like his meltdown, people need to understand. I always say, when people do meltdowns and shit like that, they be speaking their true shit. And like he said, he wanted Kim to abort that baby. But she didn't. You know, he's glad that she didn't. But he knew he didn't want a child with her. He knew he didn't want to enter into that life with them. If he did, he would not have wanted her to abort that baby. Kim refused to, because she knew what prime property she had up in her guts.
18 years. 18 years. I hate Gold Digger really just like prophesized Kanye's life.
His whole fucking life. His whole life. His whole life.
Terrible. I agree with you though. I do think like a part of it is they are signing up for public consumption, but with the Kardashians in this case, did they sign up for everything else that came with Kanye West? No, and I do think in some cases they tried their best to help him. There's like no way they can help someone who doesn't want to be helped. And it seems like Kanye is doing the best that he knows how to do without help, like the use of medication or the use of like professionals. But that's not the best he can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I believe would have been the best help for Kanye, the Kardashians can't help him because the Kardashians don't know what it is. His first issue that he's dealing with is that he's black. So they can't help him with that.
No.
And until you're able to get past that, he's not going to be able to fix anything else. See who should have been helping him, since the bitch want to heal everybody.
Shut up.
It's Jada.
I knew you were gonna say.
No shame. No shame.
This is Red Tape Dog. They're neighbors.
He should have been, Kanye West should have ended up with a Jada Pinkett Smith, or I changed her name. He should have ended up with a Jada Entanglement Pinkett Smith or Erykah Badu.
No, because Erykah Badu would have had sex with him and ruined his life.
You think her pussy really that good?
It has to be. She ruins, like, not even ruins their lives. She does something for them. Andre 3000 is wandering around Philadelphia last summer playing the flute.
Playing the flute, bitch. Yes.
I've never felt that in my life. It's kind of freedom. I don't know what she does.
Yo, you know she got incense coming out that smell like her pussy.
Oh, they've been out. They sold out. She's coming out with more. Just like Gwyneth Paltrow has a candle that's the smell of her vagina.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
I don't know how you trap the essence of that in wax, but your own.
I don't know how you get the essence of that smell, anyways, because a true smell of vagina, a self-working vagina, is supposed to have a little musk to it.
That's what maybe they. Never mind. I don't want to talk about this.
And that came from Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine. She's top renowned OBGYN.
Yes, your sis.
Yeah, she is. So I mean, I'm gonna listen to her. She got one. She's educated on it, professionally educated. So she's the subject matter expertise, and she said it's supposed to have a little musk to it. It's not supposed to be musty. What we trying? Musky, whatever. Just a little musk. Slight fragrant.
A slight humanness to it, a little. Yeah, I don't want to think about this because now I'm thinking they sweated in it, and I don't. I don't talk about that anymore.
yeah, but no, they really should have. He should have been with Jada. But speaking to Jada, though, I know we was gonna relay her the rest the last time we talked, but August woke that shit back up. I just want to get your thoughts really quick on his single. Have you listened to his single, Entanglement?
The wordplay of the first line. I just want to read the lyrics really quick. Shawty leaned on my shoulder, got her questioning my willpower. Jaded by her beauty, but her reputation real solid. Why he wordplay them like that?
Who are you talking about? Rick Ross.
Is this Rick Ross? Why did he do that? Why is Rick Ross now a part of this narrative?
Rick Ross should have minded his fat ass business. That's what he should have did.
He inserted himself so deep into this.
Baby, Rick Ross let them hold it. Then we said, my favorite rapper is Tupac. Bitch, I was like, wow.
Rick Ross has beef. I don't know who hurt Rick Ross's feelings, but someone did in the Will and Jada household, and he just needed them to know, he is with all the shit. Yo, I was so blown away. I was screaming at this song. August, I will say this. August cleared the fuck out of her. He cleared her 101 clear a bitch. He aced that course. Yes.
That was clear a bitch 101. That's how you clear a bitch. He cleared the fuck out of her ass.
Because is he treating the Red Table as a diss record and this is his response? And like that's why he has a duet too, because it's like Will and Jada versus him and Rick Ross. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I will say that I think, you know, I've always said that I think August battles with sexual identity, where he falls into sexually. So to me, entanglements makes me feel that way even more because he cleared that bitch like a butch queen. He cleared that bitch like a black gay male would. Now tell me he didn't. Ain't no straight man was going to clear her like that. Straight men don't have that to clear like that. He cleared her like a black gay homosexual man. He cleared the shit out of her. He said, no string is attached because you got a young nigga breaking your back.
And all of this after his album came out. Like, not only did he drop like a 27 song album that no one listened to, this song afterwards, after all of the drama, is hilarious.
Yo, it's too funny. Too funny. And he made so many things that he caught Jada in. Let's just say that Jada is a liar.
She's not lying. It's an entanglement. Like that.
No, we're not talking about that. No, it is an entanglement. Yeah, absolutely. The second definition of entanglement.
Exactly. Second definition.
Yes, the second definition of entanglement speaks to that. However, I'm talking about she lied about the timeline with August. She lied, her and Will lied about them being separated or whatever, because August said entanglements. When he leave, I'm away. When he leave, when he pull out, I'm pulling in. Some shit along the line. He always think you and me fucking, and all this shit. So what? So y'all was creeping. Y'all was creeping. And he said the line like, "You fucking with me to get back at your husband. That's cold-hearted. You use that little boy."
Yeah.
Predatory behavior. And Jada even told us, I wanted to help him. He was broken. Bitch, how you go from wanting to help him to wanting to help that dick sit on that dick?
Whatever it takes.
Like, come on, that's crazy. That's craziness. You in here, your son bringing this kid home, and now you in here, you fucking on your son friend. Bitch, that's predatory.
That is weird. I've never denying that. I would always find that to be weird. Like, I would never, like, if I no.
Yeah, the way he cleared her is that she should have just shut the fuck up. She never should have went to the red table. But I knew he was going to clear her like that when her and Will was sitting up there laughing. And that's why I said he cleared her like a butch queen, because he said, oh, y'all bitches want to laugh?
Laugh? Y'all want a bad marriage for life?
Y'all want to...
And bad
marriage for life? Okay, bitch, y'all want to play? You want to play a game? You want to play a game?
Okay, he had his Keisha Cole Khalees hair color. He was ready.
Bitch, you know it was the ombre twist out for me.
Come on.
You know it was the
You know he felt like can too. Stop playing.
Oh my God. It's the truth. It's the truth. Unfortunately, it's the truth, Jada, but I just had to bring that entanglement up because hopefully, Jada, we can let you rest now.
Let's hope, because unless you revive your metal band and doing like a diss track to him back, I hope this is it.
All I can say too is that one thing we walked away from this situation was confirmation that we already knew Will Smith was a bitch. We already knew Will Smith was P-U-double-S-Y, pussy as shit. We always knew that Jada was the nigga in the relationship. We always known that Jada was butch and Will was femme. And that's what made it work. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right there.
And speaking of leaving it at that, shout out, I just want to send out prayers to my girl Tamar, our girl Tamar. It's really, 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 really unfortunate when life just gets the best of you to the point to where you feel like you have to end it yourself. So prayers and thoughts go out to Tamar and all the Tamartians out there. We're praying for you, Tay.
She'll pull through. So it's like a good time, like this time away can like give her some time to reflect and just know how much she's loved by like the wider world. Because it was like jarring to get that news.
Yeah, it totally fucked me up. Because I mean, I will say that I wasn't too surprised. I will say that because usually the ones that seem the toughest in the battle,
that's true,
be the weakest in the fight sometimes, and she's been through a lot over the years and trying to find herself, in the shadows of her sister, and a lot of things. It's sad. When I'm praying for her, I love Tamar. I think she's a fucking complete riot.
Yeah.
Bitch, pull through, bitch. So one day I can pull up and have a fucking cocktail with you, girl. That'll give me my life, bitch. You have a cocktail with this bitch. She gets cocktail out. But
it'd be a fun time.
Yeah, somebody did say this thing called life can really serve you. It will when you least suspect it too. She has a kid. It seemed like her relationship was happy and everything. So just praying that she pulls through and she comes out in a much better space than she's in going into that. So what do you have going on this week?
What is going on this week? Well, Blackest King comes out on Friday. I'm excited about it. First of all. And Netflix just announced they're releasing all those black sitcoms on their streaming service. So Moesha comes out this Friday. I'm pretty sure August 1st. Then it's like a bunch of them, like 6 others, like Sister, Half and Half, One on One, like all of them are coming between now and I think like October.
Oh wow!
So and I was just like, oh yeah, like we're getting literally UPN Girlfriends, like.
Oh, they released the Girlfriends on Netflix.
Yeah.
Shut the front door, please. Netflix, just reboot the fucking show.
It's like
reboot it. Give us a movie or something.
Something to close it. Like, where are they now?
There, you think it then. My girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
My girlfriend. Yo, that shit is so good. Charlamagne the God did an interview with all of them. That was really, really good. It seemed like they were all in a good space. Like, I don't understand why this can't happen.
It needs to. It's just like there was such a huge gap between that and then like an Insecure happening. So it just seemed like for a while there was just nothing, and they deserve to have something like bridging them together. And like I hope with these shows coming to the streaming services, like we're gonna watch them and be like, yo, this is lit, like, and just continue the cycle that's happening right now. Just more things being created and seeing ourselves and being able to like relate to the stories, even though they're from the 90s or the early 2000s or whatever. Like they're still so relevant. And
my fingers because everything is crossed. Actually, Noah's Ark is going after a reboot. They're trying to push that. So good luck to that. We would love to see that rebooted as well. I don't have much of nothing but work. I start Friday. Starting Friday, I work all the way until the 15th every single day, like 10-hour days. So I'll be really, really, really tired and out there, but I will be here right eye and bushy tail. So I'm just excited about Blackest King. I can't wait. I feel
like the next episode we're probably gonna just be like, all right, so we gotta talk about this for like 15 minutes, and then like we'll give you the rest of the episode.
Absolutely. So I'm just really excited about it. Can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to discuss it. I'm gonna probably be high on the high like that whole day, that whole week. So you know how it is when you're part of the hive.
Of course, like it's coming.
Yeah. Well, on that note, as always, thank you all for joining us. We so appreciate you. We love you. Tune us in next week, every Wednesday. We're live. And you can catch us the next following day on Thursdays on our podcast. Please subscribe. We're Spotify, Apple Podcast. And shout out to our Forever Floaters with her new podcast, the Michelle Obama podcast, coming to Spotify. Go Michelle, go Floaters, go Floaters, go.
That's I love it.
It's so dope to me. What are your last minute thoughts to get off your head? Anything you want to say to the people?
I feel like those are my last things. Everyone, I hope that everyone has a good week coming up and just staying safe in the time of COVID and just this whole pandemic. Just please wear your mask, wash your hands. Pay attention to the news. They're trying to defund the USPS. Like, just please just be aware of what's happening around you so that we can make sure that our future is as good as it can be.
Yes, I couldn't agree with those sentiments anymore or less. That is spot on. Please wash your hands. Please respect these public institutions and places and buildings and businesses that say you must wear a mask. Put your damn mask on. Stop arguing with the damn people. I done gotten so many arguments with students about putting on a damn mask. You cannot walk in this office without a mask. No, you can't pick up a package. No, you can't see me to talk about nothing. Go get a mask.
Why
Go
is
get a
it
mask.
like just do it?
Yes, please do it. God. Other than that, my heart, my mind is free and it's clear. I will talk to you next week. We will talk to you guys next week. Eli, I love you, brother. I love you, love you, love you. And we love y'all. Have a good one, y'all.